So what if you didn't have to choose? What if you had the possibility of skiing both areas, Squaw and Alpine? In 1932, my father came up to Squaw Valley. He did a lot of snow surveys in the Sierras at that time. When he came up and saw the mountains, he saw the potential here. And so he knew he wanted to do something in Squaw Valley. He knew he wanted it to be our home. My father always had the dream of connecting the two valleys together. He always saw potential for Alpine Meadows to be a ski area as well as Squaw. And he came up with his ideas as to how he would do Alpine in those days if that were to come to fruition. So here we have these two great ski areas, Squaw Valley and Alpine Meadows. But there was one piece of property in between the two, and it was owned by the Southern Pacific Railroad. And then a fellow named Troy Caldwell came in and purchased the property.
In 1989, I was lucky enough to be able to purchase this section of land called White Wolf in between the two great ski areas of Alpine Meadows and Squaw Valley. I had a real good relationship with the Alpine Meadows side and the ownership and the management. It was a little shakier on the Squaw Valley side, but when Andy Worth came on board about 5 years ago, that whole attitude changed.
It was really great to be able to work with Troy on this project and build a good relationship from the get-go.
It started to come to fruition in our mind that this was definitely the direction we could end up.
What started with a dream with Wade and Polson over 60 years ago is now a step closer to becoming a reality. I'm really excited to announce that we are beginning to work on connecting Squaw Valley and Alpine Meadows with a base-to-base gondola. The proposed gondola will allow skiers and riders of all ability levels to easily access both mountains. It will run at a rate and capacity of about 1,400 skiers per hour and will include 2 angle stations. Compared to a typical gondola, this is a fairly low number of skiers per hour. We chose this lower capacity gondola as it allows us to limit the number of towers, minimize the height of those towers, and reduce their overall visual impact. In order to do this in the most environmentally friendly way possible, we've worked with our engineers to create a design and construction phase that will minimize the impacts to our watersheds, soils, and natural resources throughout the planned lift corridor. We really see the base-to-base gondola connecting Squaw Valley and Alpine Meadows as bringing our resort, and even more importantly, the entire Lake Tahoe region, back to the place it held in skiers' minds back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, when skiers from across North America and the world coveted a trip to our mountains. The next step in this process is submitting our plans to the County Planning Commission and to the United States Forest Service. Once the plan is approved, we begin the construction phase of the project. The vision of connecting Squaw Valley and Alpine Meadows has been around for many decades. We're pleased to be announcing the first step to making this a reality. We'll need your input and we'll need your support along the way. Please visit our website to learn more.